So today's gonna be very exciting, like every day, right? I know you're like, how does she wake up with all this energy? I'm excited. I'm very excited. One, because I get to wake up early with you and get my day started. That's like the best blessing in this. And I obviously get to share 4 days a week with you guys for the next, now what, 24 days or nope, 23 days. My numbers are off. One of those days, right? So let's just wait for everybody to get back on. I think I shut the Zoom down by accident. I was deep into my meditation and clicked the X, so I apologize for that. But I want to start here because yesterday we did an exercise in the middle of class. We'll remember what the exercise was. We were going, well, we should have, everybody should have, I did. You sent at least 3 to 5 text messages out yesterday morning. Do we remember that? Give me a thumbs up if you remember that. Does anybody have any feedback that they want to share with us? You can unmute yourselves. Somebody has to have a testimony. All right, so Andrea Bryant, let's unmute her.
Great morning, everyone. How is everyone doing? So yesterday I did have one response back, and I had a pledge of 5 people. So I'm so grateful and so thankful of that.
Wow. So how amazing is that? What is she gonna do now, guys? Someone pledged 5 people to Andrea Bryant. This is what, I think somebody asked that question yesterday. What do we do to follow up? Does anybody else have any testimonies before we move on to the next thing? All right, Shayla. Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah, you are. You're actually the first person to actually pronounce it right, because a lot of times people call it Kayla or something. But I actually sent out to 4 people, and all 4 people pledged either 5, and then I had 1 pledge 10. So 3 pledge 5, and then 1 pledge 10. So I'm actually super excited. And then as far as to answer your question, aren't you supposed to just follow up with like a postcard and like telling them thank you for pledging? So I have my cards ready too. So yeah.
How about that? That is exciting. I'm excited. All right, does anybody else have any other testimonies that you want to just come on real quick and share? Karen Mathis, do I see your hand? All right, we're going to spotlight you. Go ahead.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
I can hear you well.
Oh, good morning. So I reached out to 5 people yesterday, and I heard back from 3. 1 pledged 5, and the other 2 pledged 15. I got a call immediately from one. She has 2 people that she knows that wants to purchase property. So I'm going to reach back out to her today to see if she's willing to give me their number, or to follow up to see if she provided them with my information so we can go forward.
Wow. Guys, I don't know, but that was a free assignment. How much did it cost you to send a text message?
Nothing.
And all you're simply doing is asking somebody to refer business. See, I always say this, and you're gonna hear this over and over and over again. The only difference between the person that is successful and the person that is not is that you're willing to do more than the average person is willing to do. The universe says, because you asked, we shall provide. Most people will not ask the question, do we have any more testimonies before we move on? We'll take one more if we have one more. Any more? All right, so no more. All right, how many people did not send a text message out? In the Dropbox, if you did not send the text message out, drop a 1. So nobody's gonna drop a 1 whether they did it or not, but drop a 1. Be honest. All right. So I want you guys to make sure you send this is for if you did not send the message out. So if you did not send the message out, definitely do that today. I'm going to be taking those testimonies. Guys, don't stop at 5. We can't sit and text message the whole class because we got to learn what to do with the people when they come, right? So don't stop at 5. when you write the person's, when you get a response from the person, or whether you get it or not, write it down in your notebook, right? Write it down so you take track. Now, what are you going to do next? You're going to send a thank you card, and you're going to specifically say, thank you, Shayla Lee, for committing to refer me or making the pledge of referring me X amount of people. I look forward to working with your family and friends in real estate. You don't even want to put the end of the year. You don't want to put that out there in the universe, because you don't know if they're going to get started today and by the first quarter of next year. And remember what the pledge said. I know you're going to run into 10 people that's looking to buy or sell this year, right? So, but you know what? They may not be ready. They might be ready the second quarter of next year, but that's okay, because you need to build for later too. So that's what this card is. So now, if you have your cards ready to be sent out, let me see, because my 2 cards are ready. Where are your 2 cards? Nice. Yeah. You're gonna write these 2 people's names down, okay? You're gonna write these 2 people's names down. I sent them a card on this date, okay? It's just real simple, guys, right? So one client, she's in my drip campaign. She's in my CRM. She is in my database because she bought a house from me last 2 years. She now wants a 1-story, even though I tried to convince her to get a 1-story to begin with, because she was a little older. Now she needs a 1-story because her knees are not working with her, right? So guess what? I sent her something for Independence Day, and she by default called me and said, we're ready to move. I'm putting my house on the market. That sounds like a sale. And she's moving north. That sounds like a sale. Yes. I'm putting a thank you. I thought about her this morning, so I'm putting a note card in the mail to her. And then I have another friend of mine who referred me a client in Tampa. Guys, I live in Miami. Tampa is at least 3.5 hours away. They found their own house because that's what they wanted to do. They just wanted to use me to make sure the paperwork and everything. I gave them the lender. I did an FHA 203K in less than 30 days. Do not let people make you think those loans take 60 days. You just have to find the right professional to figure out what, to figure out who's best for whose situation. Okay? 30 days, FHA 203K. So now they get to buy a house. I'm sorry, y'all might not even know what FHA 203K is, huh? Let me back up for a second. It is a renovation loan. You finance the cost of the purchase, the cost of the repairs. As long as the equity is there, they bought the house for $240. The house appraised for $340. It's $100,000 there. They only took out $50 for repairs. That sounds like a good deal. So guess what? That was a referral. I got a free 3%. I don't want to say free, but I think I worked. They helped me to exercise patience all over again. And just when I thought it couldn't get any worse, I say, oh boy, we got a buyer who thinks they know everything. Good. Now I get to practice my patience, right? Everything's always a test. It's how you get through the test is how that success is. And just think about when you were in grade school. If you didn't study, you didn't make a good grade. My face looks frozen. Can you guys hear me? Okay, good. All right. So guess what? You don't study, you don't make a good grade. You study, you feel great, right? So the challenge here was for me to make sure that I exercised. I understood what type of buyer I had, and I laid off a little bit. Oh, okay. If you feel that that's an option, that sounds like a good idea to me if you can get it done. He went to 5 lenders and ended up at the lender that I sent him the first time. Sometimes it happens that way. And I don't say, see, I told you so. That's not the test. The test is, how did I make that buyer feel during the process? Everyone has a different personality. So that's the note cards for today, right? Let's go to sharing my screen. Are we ready to move on? All right. So we are ready to move on. Let me see if I could share this screen here. I tell you, every day it's going to get easier. Can you guys see me on the screen? Okay, so this morning, guys, is day 4. Welcome. We've already done our personal development, and for those of you that are new, every morning we will do some type of personal development. We've started. Definitely, we're going to go into one more thing, maybe 2 more things, and then we're going to move on. We've done the testimonies already today, and so that was, I'm excited about that. Because we got some results, right? We got some of the results that we were looking for, okay? We did the review of the outcomes of pledges, right? Let me just move this over here, guys. All right, so I can see you guys. All right, and so we're gonna go on to the next screen. And I just, I always like to share some inspirational quotes with you guys because I think it helps me start and begin my day. No one chooses to be mediocre, okay? But many will settle for it, right? Nobody wants to wake up and say, today I'm just gonna be a mediocrity. Nobody's gonna say that, right? And why settle when you were created for greatness? Know who you are. So right here, guys, I want you to take your pen and I want you to take your paper and I want you to write down who you are. I don't even care if it's my name is Claudianne Renee Hibbert-Smith. Know what that means. When you know what that means, you then understand, we're going to get into this next week, how I'm able to obtain a 7% listing commission. Because I know who I am. I know my worth. Guys, this is not because I don't want you to get confused. I don't want you to think because, oh, she's been doing this for 20 years. No, I've stepped in the game like this. When you know who you are, you don't even have to compare yourself to other people anymore, all right? Being mediocre is the worst enemy of being prosperous. I know I'm not reading the words verbatim, but you can read yourself. Do I need to go back? Did everybody get that? All right, we become what we do repeatedly. Guys, so if we don't go and do the work that I'm teaching you or the work that you are learning, the work that is going to take you to your why you're doing this, the work that's going to take you to your goals, you're not going to get there. Excellence, therefore, is not an act, it's a habit. So everything we do in excellence. Everything we do, we should do what? In what? Excellence. I want y'all to take the next three minutes. I want you to take the next 3 minutes, and I want to do the same exercise that we did yesterday because I want you to get into the consistency of doing this because you will not get to everyone in every day, in one day. If you're anything like my phone call, I've had the same phone number since I've been 18. I'm 40. I have over 8,000 contacts in my phone. I'm not going to get to everyone in one day. It's unrealistic. So we're going to take about 4 minutes, guys. At 8:30, we're going to come back here. I want you to find and identify 5 people again, and I want you to ask them to make a pledge. Can we do that right now? All right, some of us have already had some great results. Some of us didn't do it yesterday. Challenge yourself. 5 minutes, even if you can get to 3. Copy and paste the message. Change the name and send it out. It could be a good friend, somebody you talked to yesterday. It could be somebody that you talked to 4 weeks ago. Let's get it done. All right, it is 8:30, guys, and I want to share some of my responses with you. Wow. So I sent out 5. So I had a Zoom last night with a group of women who are all going to be on a TV series. I'm one of those women, and so I said, you know what? Let me text them for their for their pledges. I mean, I'm getting. I want y'all to see this. These people are excited. And she just is super excited. I pledge what? 7. I want y'all to read that. Can you see it? It's backwards, so you can't see it. I just have to push 6 more. So she's willing to push 6 more. Why is she willing to only push 6 and she pledged 7? She says, because I'm one of the clients. I would really like to work with you to find these new locations. She's a restaurant owner. How would I get an appointment with you? Like a serious one. I talk to her occasionally. I frequent her restaurant because she serves healthy wraps. It's right up my alley. In fact, I'm eating lunch there today. See how that worked? Did anybody get any feedback really quickly? All right, so tomorrow, what we're gonna do is you're gonna continue to do that and you're gonna continue to get some feedback. And guess what? She's gonna be looking for commercial property. So I'm excited, right? All right, so let's move on, guys. I'm gonna share my screen again. Now, we're gonna go into some goal setting, right? Go back into some goal setting. Can you see my screen? Give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen. All right, good. All right, let's just look at this for a second because we talked about building our database, right? We talked about building our database. So I want you to just take a screenshot of this, guys, or write it down. And I want you to understand your database is your central nervous system. What happens when somebody's central nervous system breaks down in their human body? We go to somebody's funeral, right? We're going to somebody's celebration. So you should never be finished with this project. This is your database and it should always be alive. It should never go, you should not say, oh, I'm just gonna start from scratch. No. This is always going to be growing. So I want you to take your annual financial goal. You guys know what that is because you created it already. That was day 1 or 2, right? You set your goal. Okay. And just so that you know, guys, I didn't make that system up. That came out of Think and Grow Rich. Those were the principles out of a book that's been here for decades, right? It works. So hopefully you recited it this morning. You're going to recite it at night again, which is now your affirmation. And I want you to divide it by 1,000, right? This is how many people you're going to need in your database to get to your goal. This is your assignment number 2. And tomorrow morning, guys, I'm going to be picking 3 to 4 people. So be ready. No more volunteering, right? Today, what you're going to do is commit to calling 10 people that you have not spoken to in over 2 months. And you're going to do what I do. And I use this from the Ninja book. It's called Ford. F-O-R-D. No, you're not buying them a Ford truck. No, you're not picking up. No. It's Ford. You're going to talk about family, occupation, recreation, and their dreams. And I really should put and or their dreams. And I'll tell you why. So I'm gonna call Andrea Alarte. Hey Andrea, how you doing? You know what? Let's just do this live. Hold on. Unmute yourself, Andrea. Hey, this is a phone call, guys. Hey Andrea, what's going on, girl?
Hey, Claudia, how are you?
Good, good. How's the family?
Everything's good, you know,
Good. How's
getting
Dad doing with developing? I know Dad's developing everything, and you're just getting started. And I think you just actually got a contract or something like that. So how's Dad? How's work?
Everything's good. Everyone's healthy. Business is going well. Thank
Wow. Wow,
How
that's
about-
great. I just wanted to call and check on you and just kind of just you know see how you were doing. Now she's a realtor, guys. I know Andrea, right? I'm just, and I probably shouldn't use that as an example because then I'm a realtor. So she would be calling me if I were the client. So let's start over, Andrea, because that didn't go well.
So I'm the realtor.
You're the realtor. No, I'm the realtor. You're not.
Okay.
All right. So hey, Andrea, how you doing?
Hey, Claudia, how are you? I'm good.
Good. Just calling to check during these times. You know, I'm just trying to make sure I call the people that I, care about. Just make sure they're okay during these times, during the COVID times. Everybody's good with family?
Thank you. Yeah, everything's really good over here.
Good. Dad's still building and doing his contracting work?
Everything's going as planned, smoothly.
Wow, excellent. Well, I just wanted to just briefly, follow up with you and just kind of see if you were okay. I hadn't heard from you in a couple weeks, girl. You need to keep in touch.
Thank you, Claudia.
And that's it. It's just, I'm not talking about what I do for a living. I just wanted to make contact with somebody in my database. What am I going to do from here? That was the phone call. That's the 10. That's how that phone call goes. Now let me find some. Sonia, are you around? Sonia, can you hear me? Who likes to exercise? Ebony, are you there?
I'm here.
All right, good. So, hey, Ebony, how you doing, girl?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. How's the hubby and the kids?
Everybody's doing good.
Good, good. What y'all been up to? What y'all been doing during COVID, child?
Quarantining.
How's that been like? I mean, I hope you're not eating extra meals over there.
I'm trying to stay fit, but it's hard. These kids, we stuck in the house. We can't do anything.
Wow, but you look good. I see you on social media, girl. You just keep doing your thing, honey.
Thank you. I'm trying. You do too. I see you too.
All right. So listen, let's keep in touch. I hadn't heard from you in a while. I know I follow you on Facebook and Instagram, but I just wanted to just hear your voice and make sure everything was okay. I know you have the little ones over there. I know you're exhausted. Are you still at work or are you working from home?
I'm working from home, but I appreciate you calling and thinking about me. I've been meaning to call you too.
All right, cool. Well, let's keep in touch.
Definitely will.
Guys, you don't need to be on the phone for 10 minutes. A couple minutes to let somebody know. That phone call alone let somebody know that you care. I'm going to tell you one other thing. We're going to talk about social media today. There was a friend of mine. We're not very close friends, but we met through business and we've kept in touch. Her father had a stroke, and I saw that on Facebook. Now, I have two types of phones. I have an Android and I have an iPhone, right? In the Android phone, it allows you to set messages in the future, right? So if you have an Android, take advantage of that feature. So her dad had a stroke. She put it on Facebook, and I messaged her 3 weeks later after the event. Hey, such and such, I just wanted to check on you and your dad to make sure everything was okay. I'm going to show you what I got out of that, guys. I got a commercial. They're looking, we're actually in the process of looking for a medical type of commercial business, up to $5 million. I've written her contracts for her, up to $2 million. That is what people love. They want to know that you're not just doing business, but you do what? You care. That you care, right? So make sure you definitely look at that. Let's go back to the screenshot. All right. So today you're going to commit to calling 10 people you've not spoken to in over 2 months. You're either going to talk about family, occupation. Now, I reached out to Sonia because I know she walks every day, right? And she runs and she just rides her bike and she goes to the workout. I do the same thing. So I'm going to talk to her about something that connects us, right? I'm going to pull the things that connect us and focus in on that. You will not talk about you unless the person asks you. Now, none of the people that I talked to today kind of asked me anything. Like, you know, we're role playing. But if I was on the phone with a girlfriend, she'd be asking me the same thing. Well, what y'all doing over there? Y'all cooking today? Right? She knows that I cook. I haven't cooked in months, but she knows that I like to cook. Right? So she's probably gonna ask me about food. Right? You will ask them about them. It does not mean you cannot talk about you, but if they ask. Everybody got that? All right, so we're building our database, right, guys? We're building our database. And so if you look up here, yesterday we quickly went over Linktree, but what I didn't realize is that I didn't really show you how to get into the Linktree. So I want to do that. Is that okay if we do that exercise? Because I believe when you're talking to people and they say, yes, we're ready to move forward, you need to be able to have the next action in place. What do I do next? Okay, Andrea Bryant, thank you for reaching out to me for your real estate endeavors. I'm going to send you a link. It's just pretty much a 1 to 2 minute survey, you know, just kind of wrapping up what we just spoke about here. And it helps me to remember to, you know, I'm very transparent to call you back because I'm going to forget otherwise, right? But you don't have to use that language, right? You can make up something else, right? But I'm very, very, they said, Claudia, you're just so cut and dry. I just want to get the information out. I don't need the backlog. Here's the information. Here are the facts. Let's run with it, right? So let me just do this for a second because I want to get to the Linktree, guys. And I think this is this again can be free. If you do have more than 3 links, you will then pay for the service. And I think I saw that I was charged yesterday $6. All right. So you're going to get started for free. Guys, write this down. I went to linktr.ee. That is the website. And I'm going to get started for free. Right? I'm going to put my email in here. Right? And it does not have to be a Gmail. Okay? I'm going to put the user name that I want people to have when I send them the link right here. Okay? And then I'm going to register the link. All right? We just need to confirm a few details from you. We'll be managing your links in no time. All right, I'm not in comedy. You're gonna find what you're good in here. I'm an educator. Sometimes I feel like I'm in TV and film. Business professional, independent small business. I'm in health and wellness. I dab in a little bit of politics. I always wanted to be a model, but I don't really fit in that category. I do a little bit of government. I'm not going to do government, right? And I'm also going to put in other. What am I going to put in here? Realtor. Save the details. Got to enter my name. Here we go. Save details. So now it is creating my now Linktree. Are you guys following along? Now here you get to select a plan. You're either going to do free, and it tells you what you get, or you're going to do 6 and it tells you what you get, right? But for this purpose, I'm going to start with free. Right? So now I just need to verify my link. I'll do that in a minute. And now I can start adding my links. So here we go. Here is what the link tree is going to look like, guys. Okay? I'm going to go to settings. Am I moving too fast? Am I moving at a okay speed? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, good. All right. So now here are my links, right? I'm gonna put my little picture here on my icon a little bit later. I'm not gonna do that right now, just to save for time. Then guys, remember Google Drive yesterday? This is a free way to start building your CRM. And don't worry, it is just simply an Excel spreadsheet built into Google, right? It is free. You do not have to pay for the Office program. If you're on Apple, you can use it. It's not going to have any problems with converting. It is a cloud program, right? The only thing you need to do is create a Gmail, right? All you have to do I was trying to read the comments there, make sure you guys didn't have questions. All you have to do, guys, is create an email. And this is where it's going to take you. You're going to go to new. Okay, I'm going to go a little slow here. You're going to go to more. And you're going to go to Google Forms. Blank template. Remember yesterday we created this form, but there was one thing that I did not do. Okay, I did not complete the form. So I'm going to do 1 or 2 questions. You guys could go to my link to find the questions that I ask of my buyers and sellers. We're not going to have time to do it. Just click my link. When you see name, just put sample, so I know to delete it and not put you into the CRM. Okay, so this form is going to be called I am ready to buy. You can put purchase, you can put whatever you want. Okay, I'm ready to buy. It's going to automatically ask them to collect their email address, and it's going to take me here to question number 1. First name, last name. Okay. Next question. Phone number. Okay. Next question. Mailing address. Guys, drop in the comment box. Why am I asking for the mailing address? So that I can send them a what? A note card. Okay. So mailing address. Now, for the purpose, to save time, guys, I'm not going to complete the whole form. Again, go to my link in my social media and Instagram. It's my first and last name. Click it and push I'm ready to buy. Write the questions down as you're going through them. And remember, when you put name, just put sample so we know to delete. Okay? So then what I'm going to do, I'm finished with my form. I can go here, guys, and customize. I can choose an image up here for the top. You can put in your own image. I'm just using this as an example. Boom. So when people see the form, they don't just see the form. They see you with your name, and you can format it to this exact size. Okay. Then you can change the colors over here if you wanted to. You know, maybe your theme colors are, I don't know, whatever they are. Maybe they're red. There you go. Now you have red. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. So this is the form I've created. I'm going to click send, right? I've created the form. I'm going to click send, right? I'm going to go to this little icon right here, and I'm going to push shorten the URL link. I'm going to copy and paste it. I'm going to come over to my link tree. I'm going to plug it here. I want the title in my link tree to match the title in the form so people know where they are. I am ready to buy. You can add a little icon here for a photo. Oh, you need the upgraded account. Okay. I'm ready to buy. So now it's showing me what my link tree now looks like. So this is what happens, guys. You're going to have your link tree. It's Linktree/Hibbert Group, right? I'm ready to buy. And there's the link. Very simple. Did you guys understand that? If you did not understand what I just did, push a 2 in the comment box. If you did not understand, put a 2 in the box. Okay. So one more time, really quickly. This is a program, guys, that allows you to have several links. Add new link, add new link. This is going to be, I am ready to sell. This may be, I don't know, I need make and, well, let me see, 15-minute schedule, a free 15-minute phone consultation. And now I have Calendly, right? That allows people to click that link and schedule 15 free minutes with me on a phone conversation about whatever they want to talk about, right? So those are my links. I come here to the Google Doc form and I created a Google Doc form. Sharia, I'll go over it with you after the session and I'll help walk you through since you don't understand. Is that okay? We have 9 more minutes left. Guys, do you think that this will be helpful for your business? Okay, drop a 79 in the box if you feel like this will be helpful for your business. Good. Y'all know what 79 is? That was the year I was born. Right? So what do we do today, guys? We're going to start creating a database, but you're going to start getting feedback. What do you do with the feedback? Well, Claudiane, what do you do when you get the person's information? We're going to go over that next, right? Some of you don't have a large database, right? So you can handle sending 1 or 2 or 3 emails out a day, right? So this is what happens, guys. This is what happens. I'm going to share my screen again. I'm going to be sharing this with you guys. This is a portion of my book that I started to create. Okay? This is a part of my book that I started to create. It is a roadmap to home ownership. All I simply do, well, I don't do it anymore, but all I simply do is in my CRM, and the minute you get in there, this email automatically goes to you. If you select it, you were a buyer. Talks about credit report. That's the first thing we want to know. Now we need to know how much you can afford. I need to tell them about the different loan programs that are there, especially veterans, right? FHA, conventional, hard money. I tell them a little bit about the terms. Now, do y'all think the buyers read all of this? Or do you think they at least are impressed that we sent them the roadmap? Right. It is just simply a gesture. Some people will read it, believe it or not. Very few, but some people will read it. All right. So I'm going to go to my email. And I'm actually going to sit. Can you guys see my email box? No? Okay, hold on. Okay. Here's my signature at the bottom of my email. In fact, I don't need, oops. Screen share, email. I sent you guys a message this morning. I'm going to go back. And send it out to all of you. Does that make sense? And it's going to look something like this. Right? Now when I have several people that I'm talking to at one time, guys, I'm using simply the blind copy option, right? And I'm gonna put welcome, I'm gonna put roadmap to home ownership. Keisha did a fabulous job of this, by the way. I'm gonna grab the message. I don't wanna put it as an attachment because most people don't open attachments. They're very, if you're anything like me, you're very leery, right? So here we go. Here's the message. If you want to add their name to the front, make it personalized, you can. But when you get into the drip marketing campaign, it will add it automatically, right? And we're going to learn how to do that, guys, right? Roadmap to home ownership. And if I had a conversation with them, I'm going to put in here, hello, Andrea. Glad to hear Dad is doing, family is doing well during COVID-19. Below is a guide to homeownership. While each person is unique, this I think it says this is a general process. Drop a little emoji there because that's my personality. And I push what? Nope, I got to put my signature at the bottom of this email. I believe, hold on. Voila, send. Now you guys all have the message. If I were you guys, I would take that and put it somewhere on a hard drive on my computer, right? And when we get into CRMs over the next, actually we don't meet tomorrow. So Friday, Saturday, you should be in production mode. Do not skip Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with your envelopes, okay? But I want you guys to have some feedback and some production and some results. If you do not do the work, you will not be answering me saying, Claudia and I had this, right? Because we already know it's not that we're special, it's that we're doing the work that many of us don't do, right? We're doing the work. Why am I 40 pounds overweight? And my husband's like fit because I don't do the work, right? I didn't do the work. Now I'm doing the work. I'm getting different results. Very simple. All right, let me just check the comment box, guys. Lakeisha, you do a good job of sending that message out, right? It just shows that, and I'm gonna tell you something, some buyers have already been through multiple realtors. When they get to you, they need to know, wow, I didn't have this with my other realtor. I am so glad I came over here. I'm educated. On Monday, guys, we're gonna do what's called, since we're talking about building what? A database. We're gonna take you through what the buyer's process should look like. We're gonna be role playing. It's not just gonna be me talking. We're gonna be role playing. Take out the whiteboard, drawing my little funnel system. Guys, I have fun with the funnel system. You know why? Not that they're really paying attention. They are, but they're like, oh my God, you drew a whole thing on the whiteboard and just impressed, right? We do everything in excellence, right? So we want to engage the buyers, right? We want to engage the sellers. So that's what we're going to be doing at the top of next week. How do we work a buyer from beginning to end? All right. Then in the third week, we're going to go into sellers, right? And in the last week, we should be getting results. All right, we're going to be doing some cold calling. I love cold calling. And so right now, it is 8:59. I just want to open it up for question and answers. If you learned at least one thing today, can you drop a number 1 in the box? And Felicia, if you can unmute yourself.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so going back to the Google form that you created, can you explain to everyone how to set the required fields? Because sometimes if the fields aren't required, people won't put certain information in there.
Okay, so hold on. All right, so this is the form, right, guys? At the bottom, you can just click required. Boom. Required. You determine what you want and what you don't want. All right, did I answer that for you okay, Felicia?
Yes, thank you.
Is there any more questions that I may have answers to? Courtney, go ahead.
Good morning. I have a question. I have a buyer's consult this weekend, and it's my first one that's been virtually since the pandemic. What can I do to make it engaging and set myself apart? Because normally it's face to face and I have a whole process, but this will be a little bit different for me via Zoom.
So if you have a process already, and unfortunately, we're not tackling that this week. We needed to build the database first. Next week, we're going to go into buyer's presentations. Guys, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Just pretend the person is right in front of you, right? I use my share screen a lot during my presentations. Here's my whiteboard. You may want to practice. You may want to practice, right? And I get on here and I draw the funnel system, right? And they can see it because I'm sharing it with them. They can see my multiple listing service presentation as well. So just pretend that they're right there, right? You're gonna do the same things. You're gonna ask the same questions. You're gonna be engaging with each other, okay?
Yep.
All right, Omar.
I just had a quick question regarding the replays for the videos. Is there anywhere that the videos are being uploaded?
Yeah, we just realized we could not send the actual link. So we are converting them today into the YouTube. However, I did not want to make them exposed for everyone because this is a special group. So we figured that piece out yesterday. So if you guys can just bear with us today, we will have it uploaded into the YouTube, and we figured out how to make it not public for the general public.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't want people to just, have access, and you're here making a commitment to an hour with me every morning. So I didn't think that would be fair. And so we've been figuring that out. We figured it out, and we will send that out. So you'll have day 1, 2, 3, and 4 sent out today.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Any more questions? Any more questions? All right, guys, get your day started. I am going to look out. Okay, so someone, let me just address this, and I know it's 9:02. If you guys can get me to 9:05, is that okay? Give me a thumbs up if that's okay. Okay, Yaneli says she sent out 7 text messages. What should she keep doing? She should keep going, because we already know that to get to the yes, you've got to do what? You got to get through the no's. And then when you are sending the text, the energy is everything. Do you know why I tell you to uncross your arms and your legs when you're meditating? Because energy needs to flow. And if you're like this, right? If you're like this, energy is going to be harder to flow through, right? So it's more of a relaxed thing. You want to undo your arms, under your legs. And it's important because posture is everything, even when you're on the phone. My voice changes when I'm postured up, even over the phone. My voice elevates up and down. But if I don't have no posture, I'll just be like, yeah, child. That's not posture. Posture is, I'm getting ready to send this text message, and I know my worth, and I send it with confidence. So maybe the energy she's using is not translating into the results that she needs to get. That could be one thing. I'm not saying it is, but it could be, right? That is why we do the exercise that we do, right? And then the next thing is that she should just keep going. If she sent 7, she should keep going. She's going to be making phone calls. She should keep going. I guarantee you, If Yanellis do this every day until Sunday and we meet on Monday, she's going to say, oh my God, I got a response. Oh my God. She should not be defeated. Okay? All right. So let me just make sure we have, Janae, if you can email me, that'd be great. I copied it, but I might forget, but just email me. And we will make sure that you're getting the emails. I did my first, Sonya's saying she did her first virtual experience yesterday. It was different, but went extremely well. And I want to bring Sonya on for a second, guys, because I know that she did. Sonya, if you can come on. I want y'all to hear this because this is important. She had a consultation yesterday. How did that consultation go yesterday in office quarantine?
So I actually had 2 consultations yesterday. I just wrote back to Courtney and told her that the consultation went really well. They were impressed with the professionalism, how we put our package together. We went through the whole home buyers roadmap to home ownership. And it was done in excellence, as you always talk about. We do things, do it in excellence, you know, and even sent out my thank you cards for the virtual one. The one in office yesterday, she, you know, it was just really good. She knew what she wanted. We went through the whole process and she was just excited about everything. And when you get that energy, you kind of feed off of the energy and it makes you, you know, more excited with them. So she's like, Sonya, I'm just ready to buy a house. Let's do it, you know? And I was like, okay. So we spent probably about an hour and a half and I, you know, took her through the whole presentation, took her through all of our contracts so that when they actually go into contract, it's not something foreign that they're seeing. You know, they understand where the escrow is, you know, where the closing date is, how much time they have to sign the contracts, and they understand the addendums. You know, one of the addendums that I went over with her thoroughly was the FHA and VA one because she's going to be an FHA loan so that she understands that. She's probably going to be in a townhouse. So we went over the HOA addendums as well. So it went good.
Now, you guys, thank you for that, Sonya. But remember, Sonya was a person that I wanted to do a forward question with because I know she exercises. Y'all see her bike in the background? But Sonya is one of the people, guys, that will do the exercises. How did you get that $500,000 listing that you just got?
You know what?
You're saying you sent a text message out, right?
Oh, okay. So this process that Claudienne just had us do with sending out the text messages, I've done that before. And that not for the 500 one, but the 381 that I have as well. Sending out the text messages, one of my friends sent back and she said, okay, I'm going to commit to giving you 5 referrals. She said, here's your first one, call him. And so I did call him. It took him a while to list. He was a little bit apprehensive, but he did list and he's going live this morning.
Y'all give her some snaps. She can't hear your claps. Give her some snaps. So the system works, guys. Keep going.
It does.
Keep going. Keep pressing. I'm elated to be here with you. And guys, you know, you might say this is simple, but I'm just so ecstatic because I get to wake up early and be with you, right? And I'm dressed. I'm ready to go. I'm getting ready to leave you guys, go to the mailbox, put that little arm up, put my note cards in there, and go from there. So I hope you guys do the same. I wish every one of you a great weekend. Do not relax on the weekends, guys. It's not time yet. You have to put in the work and then you play later. That's how that works, right? If we want success, we have to do what people are not willing to do. So I want you to take today, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and on Monday, I want to hear a great testimony from each of you. I don't care if it's in the grocery store. Talk to somebody in the grocery store. Ride your bike. Run, walk your community, right? And we're going to get into some other marketing strategies, okay? So we did not have time to touch on social media today, but we will add it for Monday, and we will begin the fun part, how to do a buyer's consultation, all right? How to maximize and make first impressions on the buyer's presentation, and that's what we're going to be focused on. So talk to you guys later.